I hope you guys are well. I'm just trying to see how I can put you guys on my computer as usual. Then I can chat with you all while the live is going on. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yay, working. It is working. Let's see. Yep, it's working. All right. Let's start the chat. Welcome to the live. Wow. Yep. All right. We're up and running. All right. Okay, y'all. Welcome to the live. I hope you guys are well. And I hope everybody's in good health and is in good spirits. I'm always in good spirits. I refuse to let anything put me down. I refuse it, okay? Positive energy, positive vibes all the way in this lady's life. And I suggest you do the same. All right. So today we are going to be talking about what Black men really think about our natural hair. We're talking about self-love in the Black community. We're talking about how we can build up our communities and how we can improve the standard of self-love, the standard of loving ourselves in our community. This is what the live is going to be about today, because these are things that we need to talk about in our community. And this is what I'll be talking about stuff like that and very other stuff, because we need to draw attention to a lot of that stuff. All right, so let's get into the video. Now, I've been doing a lot of chatting with different people about the things that is happening in our communities, and I hope I will do it, but I just have to get these men to come on my channel and talk. And most people, they don't want to come on YouTube. I don't know for what reason, but don't worry, guys. I'm going to get them to come on the channel and talk and give their views about certain things, because I think we really need to have certain conversations. And I think ladies need to see certain positive messages from our men, because our men are supposed to be the leaders of our community. And if we don't have these strong men speaking out and showing leadership qualities, then who is going to follow? Like, you know what I mean? So somebody got to start the ball running. And hopefully I can be able to, have a video with some men talking about certain things that they want to see in society. And I'm not saying that there's not men out there who are doing good things. There's a lot of men out there who are doing good stuff, right? But we need more of them. We need more of them to talk. We need more of them to be an example. We need more of them to come out and say things, and not just talk, but, like be action. Because if you're talking and you're not showing action, it's just a whole bunch of talk. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about Black men, and we're talking about natural hair. And I'm going to share some experiences that I have with men concerning natural hair. I'm going to talk about people in my community. I'm going to talk about random strangers. So I'm just going to be talking about a lot of stuff in this live. So the first thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about our natural hair before I talk about what men really think and what they said to me. So our natural hair grows out of our head naturally. It is a natural thing. It's just like you have your skin. Your skin is dark, right? Or you're a little bit light skinned. Like, that's your skin. That's the skin you are born with. It's a natural thing. What is unnatural is to put something on your skin to change the color. It's an unnatural thing. It's like you taking medication to try to be someone else, and you're taking away what is natural. you know? So that is what I'm talking about. Our hair grows out of our head naturally. Whether it be frizzy, whether it be curly, whatever texture it has, it grows out of your head naturally. And for the likes of me, I do not understand why somebody would want to permanently alter their hair. You understand? I don't understand that at all. And I'm going to start this live with a story. I'm going to tell you my own story about my hair, right? And um, how changing our hair, how messing with our hair really destroy our self-esteem. It destroy the natural, it's just the natural nature of how we were made. You understand? So I'm going to talk about that. So, I mean, this thing is a very, very deep thing. And I think a lot of us do not understand how deep this hair thing for us Black people is. Like, I'm going to tell you guys here, like, this hair thing is a spiritual thing. And you guys need to see beyond your natural eyes. You really need to see beyond your natural eyes, right? So I'm going to start with myself. So I was born with beautiful hair about the length of this. Yeah. When I say, well, I mean, no child is born with a hair length of this. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about I was born with hair on my head. You understand? You know, some people say born with full head of hair. Well, I was born with a full hair of hair, a full head of hair, you know? And most of my kids who were born, they had a lot of hair, right? They wasn't born like bald. There's some kids they're born and they don't have, they're bald headed, you know? Not my kids. Not in my family. They have hair on their head. They look like they have little afros when they're born. So, and as a child, I had very thick hair. As a young child, as a teenager, I had very thick, just thick hair. If you stretch my hair would be like halfway down my back. I just had lots and lots of hair. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't know anybody in my family who didn't have hair. My mom had long hair all the way down to her bum. My grandmother had long hair. My great grandmother had long hair. My uncles had long hair. Everybody that I know, my brother had long hair. My brother hair was longer than my own hair, right? My hair is like full C hair. My hair is very coily and very, very thick. And, you know, my hair just pulls up. My brother hair is more straighter. So his hair like stays down, you know? So his hair was just like long. Like when they braid his hair will be all the way down, like past like half of his body, like really, really long, you know? And we were like kids, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had long hair, you know? And we didn't do all this crazy stuff to our hair. I remember like our hair, my brother washed his hair more often because he liked to go swimming in the river and do all kind of stuff. But my hair was washed every week or every 2 weeks. It depends on what style my hair was in. So usually they would like braid my hair in single braids or in cornrows, like halfway cornrows and half singles, because I just had a lot of hairs. Braiding my hair in cornrows are going to take a long time. So it's always like half cornrows or half singles, or mostly it's in singles, because it's just easy to just braid up my hair in singles, like medium-sized singles. So yeah, so that's how my hair was. And no fancy stuff was done to our hair. It was just like regular hair grease, coconut oil, very, very minimalistic things were put in our hair. The main thing we did to our hair was wash our hair, right? That was it. I didn't know anybody in my family who wore wigs. I didn't grow up seeing any one of my family members wearing wigs. Neither I didn't know of anybody wearing wigs in my area or in my community or anything like that. Okay, I didn't. Honestly, I really found out about wigs and all that kind of stuff really, really later on in life. Even the older folks who was in my community, they didn't even wear any wigs. So I didn't grow up in a wig culture or anything like that. People used to press their hair. We had like the pressing combs and people would press their hair. My hair was never pressed when I was a child. Neither did my grandmother press her hair or my mom press her hair. My mom really started doing stuff to her hair when she was older, like, 20s, like 24, 25, when she traveled, and then she went to another country, and then she had her hair done by the hairdresser and stuff like that. But her hair was very, very long, so she didn't even need to do anything to her hair. And my mom hair is very curly. She has very curly hair. And anyways, And my mom here right now, her hair is almost touching her ankle. Her hair is so long because she has locks. But when her hair wasn't in locks, her hair was like so long. But anyways, I didn't grow up in this culture at all about our hair. Like in my house, nobody talked about your hair was hard, your hair was this, your hair was that. Nobody said that in my family. It was no problem. When I started going to school, I started having issues, right? Especially when I wasn't in like primary school, nobody really bugged anybody about their hair because most of the kids who was in primary school, the hair wasn't permed or anything like that. Very, very few kids had permed hair at that time. Um, but when I get in high school, there's a lot of kids who had their hair permed, and the culture of perming hair and this and that, putting braids in your hair was really like coming on, and that was like a big culture, and everybody was doing their hair, perming hair, jerry curling hair, and all that kind of stuff. And then that's where the problem arose. I remember somebody like kids would make fun of my hair and say, "Oh, your hair is so big and like your hair is blocking people," which is true. I had a lot of hair. It's if my hair was out, which is rarely, but certain styles that I put in my hair, if my hair was up and I had a big bun at the top, yeah, it was blocking people. If I had my hair out completely, I was just running around with my hair. Yes, my hair was gonna be like out there, which is true. But the stigma behind hair really became a problem. And deep in my heart, I love my hair. Honestly, guys, I love my hair. So when people start telling me about my hair, I started feeling really offended and really hurt about my hair. And this thing is a really, really deep thing, right? This hair thing is a deep thing. So I told you guys my brother had very, very long hair. And I remember all of a sudden my cousins start saying, "Oh, why this boy have long hair? He's a man, he should cut his hair." Because they started like perming their hair and doing all kind of stuff to the hair, because that was this culture of hair thinning and whatever, unnatural perming hair and all that stuff was in style. So me and my brother suddenly become the talk. Why do you have all that long hair? Why is your hair like that? And I remember one day we was at our cousin's house, and she came out with the scissors and she cut off my brother beautiful long hair. His hair was braided in 4 plaits, like some in the front, a couple in the front, and a couple in the back, like two in the back and two in the front. And she took a scissors and she cut my brother's hair. That was like, I'm telling you, that was crazy. That caused such a big rift, So she cut my brother and she says, "Oh, men should not have long hair. It's time you cut that hair." My brother was like about 11 or 12 or something like that. I could never ever forget that when she cut my brother. So she just took the scissors and she just snip, snip, snip. My brother's full long hair, reaching like here, past his chest. My mom was livid. She was livid, okay, when she did that. So I remember that happening when we were young. And all these things stem from self-hate. Can you imagine you cutting a child's hair because of self-hate? And all that stuff is self-hate, And we see in the media where a teacher cut a child hair. We see all that kind of stuff. And all that stuff stemmed from self-hate. And my cousin, she just had self-hate. She came into that era of her hair wasn't beautiful. And she of herself, she had long hair past her back. And she started perming her hair and did all kinds of stuff to her hair too. So we have to be careful. These things are spirits, and they get into us, and before you know it, they take over us. So that is why I'm talking about self-love. I'm talking about hair and all that kind of stuff, because we need to have these kind of conversations. We need to have those kind of topics, And I'm saying, if it was like now, in our era right now, I mean, anybody have done that to my kid? I'm sorry. I don't even want to say what I'm going to do to them online. You understand? But I could never forget. That is something that is itched in my memory. Anyways, so let's talk about what men think about our natural hair. Do Black men really, really love natural hair? Well, the answer is yes, they do. Black men actually love natural hair. When I talked to my sons, each of them said, They don't want any woman that is wearing wig. They want a girl that has natural hair and she's proud to have her hair. When I met my husband, he said to me like, I don't like weave, I don't like braids, I don't like all that stuff. He told me that plain out, that he doesn't like that kind of stuff plain out. He came out. But when I met him, I didn't have that kind of stuff. I didn't put that stuff in my hair. I never worn wigs or anything like that. I used to put some braids in my hair, like the plastic braids in my hair before. That was years ago, like in my early 19, 20 years, when I was 19 or 20. I used to put that. But I had long hair, so I didn't even need to do that anyways. I don't know why I was doing that, because I had hair on my head. Like my hair wasn't like picky or short or anything. Like my hair wasn't like short. Let me say picky. Picky is like a Creole word which means short. So my hair wasn't short that I needed to put extensions or anything. When I say extension, like the hair that you put, like the hair extensions, not wigs, but not even the sewed ones. You know the ones that I mean. But anyways, I didn't even need that. So I don't know why I put that in my hair in the first place. But anyways, for years I rocked a dry curl. It's like there's dry curl and there's dry curl. So the dry curl was that you just put like a certain gel in your hair, and it didn't make your hair wet. It just made your hair soft, right? So for years I rocked a jerry curl. They call it leisure curl back then. So I rocked that for years, and my hair was like right here to my neck, and my hair was very thick and full, and I love it. And the reason I did that was because, honestly, guys, I don't like combing hair. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a person who will be doing all kinds of stuff to my hair. As you see me, my hair is either up or down, or that's what it is. I don't have all this time for fluffing and doing all kind of stuff to my hair. Really, I don't. I leave my hair up or down. I wash my hair. I treat my hair, and that's basically it. Okay? So when it comes to hair, I'm actually lazy when it comes to style and all that kind of stuff. I'm being honest with you guys. That's how I am. That's how I be, and that's how I will be. I'm not a fussy person. I'm very simple. I don't have time for all this extravagant stuff. Okay? So that's basically it. So that's why I did my hair. Was it right to do that to my hair? No. But I didn't know better, because I thought like, oh, well, that's the only way to manage my hair, because nobody taught me about hair management. Nobody told me like, leave your hair like that because your hair should be like that. I found that out for myself. You understand? So when my husband met me, he met me with this hair to my shoulder. So I always had hair. One day though, I went to the hairdresser, and she convinced me to put extensions in my hair. So I braided my hair in single hair. And actually, I was supposed to do my hair, right? I was supposed to put back my leisure curl because my hair had grown out. And when the hair grows out, you see all your real natural hair in there. So you want to make it all look the same. So she convinced, she says, oh, you should just put some braid in your hair. Your hair is so long, just give your hair a break. So yeah. And usually I don't do that kind of stuff. So I put this extensions in my hair, in single braids extensions. And I came home, and I think I looked so nice. It was all, nice, and but it was black. I never put any color or any stuff in my hair. Like any of that stuff, I don't put color or any red color and all that stuff in my hair. I don't do that. But anyways, I came home when my husband saw me. He was so mad. He didn't even speak to me for a whole week. He didn't speak to me. He went to the other side of the bed. I stepped over here. He stepped over here. He says, what is that on your head? I'm like, oh, I just had braids. I didn't think it looks nice. He says, no, I don't think it looks nice. Your hair that you had on your head looks much better. And now I can't put my hand through this hair. That's what he said. And he was so mad for 1 week. He was mad, fuming. He was still fuming mad. Every time you see my head, he'd be like, he was so pissed. Anyways, me being like, I'm like, I paid money for this hair. Why should I take this hair out? Guys, that's what happened. But eventually I took the hair out, and I vowed to myself that I would not put back this hair in my head again. When I took the hair, and my husband was like, "Oh, baby," and he was just touching my head. He's like, please, I beg you, wife, don't put this hair back in your head." You know, that's what he said. I said, "Okay, I promise you, I will do that again." Okay, because that really, really upset him. He didn't like that hair at all. He didn't like that hair, so I didn't put that hair. And let me tell you guys, like, I didn't put the hair because I like the hair. You know, I didn't really like those hair because that's just not me. I'm not a person who put weave on, extensions. That's not me. I don't like that kind of stuff. I love my own hair. So I don't know whatever had come over me. So I tell you guys, these spirits are there, they will jump on you and make you do things that you should not be doing. So that was the story about me putting this hair on my head. All right. So that's why I tell you guys, these things are spirits. And yeah, that was my hair story. So, do black men like natural hair? Yes, they do. Black men do like natural hair. My sons, they always say, "Mom, this girl could be pretty. She could be, I don't know, amazing. She could have money. She could have education. If she come with that fake hair, sorry. We ain't going to marry her because you know us. We like real hair and want to put our hand in our wife hair, and then she remember to go to the pool because her hair is going to get wet and all that kind of nonsense." And I have, my father says the same thing. My husband says the same thing. My friend's husband says the same thing. Mostly, most of the black men that I know says the same thing. I'm in a community of people, and all the black men in that community that we're in right now don't like fake hair. And nobody, the lady people that we hang out with, nobody has fake hair. Nobody has fake hair. Everybody has their natural hair, you know? So it's like sometimes I don't know what makes us think that our men really like fake hair. And sometimes we as women, we have to think, maybe the men, they don't have a choice. Like a man once said to me, he said, "Let me tell you something. I love black women, right? My choice is to marry a black woman," right? He's married to a black woman, actually. He said, "But some of the things that black women are doing, I don't agree with it. But we're living in Babylon, and there are certain things that we can't do here. We can't even talk to a woman in a certain way because, they will call the Babylonian, the popo for you. Or before you know it, the man loses his house, he loses everything that he has. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but a man who is so passionate about his black woman, who would allow you to, he would marry you, even with the wig. He would marry you even with the fake hair because he loves you and he wants his black woman. But another black man is going to say, me, I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with that. So I'm going to go on the other side and marry somebody else." But guys, really, come on. Why are we doing that stuff? Why are we wearing those wigs? For real, let's get real. And let me tell you something. Don't come for me in the comments. Don't put anything in the comment that is disrespectful. We're talking about our people here. And this is a problem. Every other nation on this planet Earth have their hair on their head. Why are we wearing somebody else's hair? I don't understand. Like, do you think when the Most High made you, the hair that he puts on your head is not good? Do you think he made you with somebody else's hair? You think he didn't know what he was doing when he made you? Like when you deny your hair, that natural thing that the Most High give to you, what are you saying? You're denying the Most High. You're making me feel ashamed. You're basically saying that, how dare you give me that? You give me all things. You didn't give me something that is good enough for me, guys. Are you guys really thinking about that stuff? Let's be real. Some of you say, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe in the Most High God, blah, blah, blah." But really? Really? Huh? Do you really believe in the Most High? Because if you do, you won't be doing that stuff to yourself. It's like bleaching yourself. Why would you do that? You think God was blind when he was creating you? You think he made a mistake when he was making you? You know, like what are you thinking? You know, this is just craziness. We have to stop that. We really do have to stop this nonsense. You think the Lord was taking one? Oh, he decided to paint you yellow, and he made a mistake, and then it fell on you, turned black. What is the matter with you people for real? Seriously, this thing really gets me on my last level. It makes me trigger. It really triggers me. Like, come on now. Come on. We really have to think about this thing deeper. We really have to like deep dive into all these things that is happening in our community. You know, we really have to. When you put a wig on your head, what are you saying to your kids? You're actually saying that the hair that's on the head is not correct. So you're setting the standards and the tone for your children. When you are there wearing all those wigs, you're like putting curses on your family. And the sad thing about it is this hair that they have on top of your head is somebody else's hair. Why do you need to wear somebody else's hair on your own hair on your head? All right. Let me tell you another story. When I was 12 years old, we moved to the city. We were living in the country, in the mountains. We moved to the city. And by that time, relaxer and all that stuff was like rampant. Everywhere, every store you go in, every corner store, somebody was selling relaxer. You understand? So everybody by that time was perming their hair. Perm was like a big thing. Most of the people who didn't perm their hair was like the Seventh-day Adventist people, the Baptist people, those religions, they didn't perm their hair, right? But most everybody else perming their hair. All small kids' hair, the parents were taking them to perm their hair. Guys, this is self-hate. I remember my grandmother saying, not to perm your hair. My grandmother has never permed her hair. Anyways, I moved to the city with my mom. And my mom sent me to our cousin, who had a hairdresser, who is a hairdresser. And she had her hairdressing salon in her home. Like she had a room on the side, and that was her hairdressing salon. And so I don't think my mom wanted to perm my hair, honestly. But she kind of convinced my mom saying, you know, your daughter here, every time you have to comb her hair, you know, you have to do this. Her hair is so tough and her hair is so hard. Guys, you hear this kind of sayings that they used to say back home, or your hair is tough and your hair is hard. Why should somebody call your hair tough and hard? That's not good at all. That is such negative vibes. But I remember they saying that. She said to my mom, oh, I'll do your daughter hair for you for free. So my mom agreed. And the Sunday, I went to her salon and she did my hair. She permed my hair. And my hair was permed, it was so long. So beautiful. It was all the way down here, right? And long and nice. And, you know, when they do your hair, they put the rollers in your hair and it's all curly and stuff like that. And then they'll tie down the night. The next day was a Monday and I had to go to school. So she told me, put my uniform on. I was in secondary school by then. I was 12, I was in secondary school, my second year in secondary school. And so I got up early, put my uniform on, and I went to her house. I need a salon in her salon, which is on the side of the house, as I mentioned before. And she fixed my hair. She fixed the curls because, you know, I had the hair tied the night. She fixed it. And then she made it all curly. So she made it curly all the way down. So it was just curled, like nice curls all the way down. And I went to school that day with my hair all curly, hanging along my back, real nice. And, you know, that's the first time I ever, you know, been to a hairdresser or had such a fantastic style. Anyways, I got to school. Everybody was like, wow, your hair looks amazing. Mind you, when I didn't have my hair permed, nobody said my hair looked amazing. Nobody told my hair looked nice. And my hair was always braided in cornrows. And my mom used to always buy this pretty like hair pins and hair clips in my hair. My hair itself was an art when I was going to school. But nobody told me my hair was beautiful when I was wearing my natural hair that was not permed. But that day, everybody was like touching my hair, touching my curls. I was 12, as I mentioned. So the bell rang, we went into class. And then my first teacher, I remember her. She was a very young teacher. She was the youngest teacher in the school. And she was like about 24, very fashionable, you know, whatever. And she came into the class and she gave me one look because I was sitting like in the front of the class in the middle row. And she looked at me and she gave me that eye. And it was clearly that she wasn't pleased with me because everybody had their hair pulled back. Because in the school, we weren't supposed to have hair in our face or hair coming down. Our hair was supposed to be pulled back or out of our face. We were allowed to have a bang, but like a small bang. So me, my hair was all over, like curled to the T, hanging down. So she wasn't pleased with me at all. But she didn't mention anything. So she gave us some work to do, assignment. And I'm there writing in my book, and because the hair is curling long and I'm writing, so the hair is like, touching the my book, and I keep flicking the hair back and keep, I keep flicking the hair back. I can remember my teacher name. Her name is Miss Gordon. Miss Gordon was her name. And then she came to me and she says, "This hair is very distracting. Do not touch that hair anymore. Leave it as it is, please. Stop flicking that hair. Stop touching the hair." And I looked at her and I was like, "Yes, Miss Gordon." And of course, I didn't listen. I keep flicking the hair, moving the hair, and whatever, because the hair was distracting me for real. And the hair was so soft, I was touching it. Can you imagine? You see what I mean? You guys, you see what I'm telling you about? When you mess with your hair, I'm telling you, even that spirit is on the hair, causing you to be distracted. When I had my natural hair, nothing of that stuff was happening. I was in my classroom doing my work. Nothing was distracting me. None. I never even get in trouble when I was in school. But let me tell you guys the story. So she came to me the first time, she warned me. She came to me the second time, she warned me. By the third time, she said, "Okay, get up, go to the principal office." Because first of all, your hair is not supposed to be like that. Your hair is supposed to be pulled back in the back. And this hair is distracting you. And every little minute, I see you flicking that hair and touching that hair. Go to the principal office and go fix your hair. Go and let somebody fix your hair for you at the principal office so I can teach my class. So she told me into the class. And of course, I was embarrassed. And everybody was kind of shocked because I didn't make any trouble. I was the most quietest person in school. And I didn't make any trouble. I got really good grades. People come to ask me questions. And I'll be helping my friends. But I never got into trouble. So that was a shock of everybody. So that hair, actually, you see what I mean? That hair got me in trouble that day. And you know why this story is so like important to me right now? When I look back at that stuff, I see the spiritual meaning behind that kind of stuff. I see these things behind the hair. I'm telling you. So anyways, I went to the office and the principal was there. Our principal at that time was a Chinese lady from China. Got through Shanghai, my principal. A very short little Chinese lady, very strict. She give you, and that time they give spanking. They give spanking with a ruler. So I said, when she saw me, she says, "Oh, what happened to you?" Because I'm telling you, she got hair. And I'm telling you guys, black hair is so beautiful. Black hair is amazing. When you do up your hair is just like star-stopping. Okay? Drop dead gorgeous. Anyways, she said, "What happened to your hair?" I said, "Nothing." Not me being rude now. And she know me well. I was never a rude person. I said, "Nothing happened to my hair." She said, "Yes, something do happen to your hair." "What happened to the hair on your head?" I'm like, "Nothing." She says, "Yes, something is wrong with your hair. Go and fix your hair. Go and get somebody to fix your hair in the office." And I'm like, "No. My mom sent me to school like that in my hair. Nobody ain't touching my hair." She was kind of shocked. She was like, she's saying to herself, "Is that girl Hazel who carried on like that?" She wasn't saying in her head. She said, "Okay, if you're not going to do what I'm saying, put your hands out. I'm going to give you full." She got a ruler in on her desk and says, "Put your hands out because you're not listening to me. I'm going to give you full ruler in your hand." And I'm like, "No, you're not touching me, neither are you touching your hair." You see that? You see what I'm telling you? Spirit is on me now because of this hair. This permed hair is causing spirits to be on me right now. I go from a nice, quiet individual to a rude little 12-year-old kid talking to the principal in this manner. Guys, I'm telling you. Anyways, she says, "Okay, so you're not going to fix your hair. Neither are you going to put your hands out to get a spanking because you're very rude and you're talking to me in this manner." She says, "Okay, sit there in the corridor and I'm going to call your parents." So she called my mom. My mom was at work. And my mom coming to the school and she told my mom, like, "What's going on? Why is your daughter here like that?" And whatever. And my mom said, "Okay, She's the one who put my hair like that. She sent me to school like this, blah, blah, blah. And that's the first time I done my hair. And she thought I should have some fun with my hair. Blah, 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 blah. The principal said, well, you have to fix her hair or she can stay in school for the rest of the day. But my mom now, being the person that she is, guys, my mom says, my mom got mad. She's like, okay, she can go home with me. She'll come back tomorrow. Why don't you stop? So my mom took me home that day. And yeah, my mom was mad. She was like, how dare they tell her about your hair? This is your hair. And my mom, she's like, let me tell about my mom. She don't like anybody tell her anything about her kids. All right. She ain't taking any of that stuff. My mom said, how dare her? This is your hair. So what if you want to flick your hair? It is your hair, blah, blah, blah. So I went home with my mom, whatever. So the next day I came to school and obviously my hair was proper and I didn't have my hair down and I didn't do any of that stuff again. So I didn't get any trouble. But that is to tell you guys, if I didn't perm my hair, if my hair wasn't permed, I would not get myself into trouble. You understand what I'm saying? And let me tell you, after my hair was permed, years later, my hair started falling off and I started having issues with my hair. And yeah, until, I come to a greater understanding of my hair and I say, you know what? Let me do this, that to my hair. You understand? But by that time, all this hair culture was like, way, everybody was combing their hair, everybody was pressing their hair, people was doing all kind of stuff to their hair. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like the natural hair has gone out of control. But during all that stuff, I remember my uncles being mad about the neighbor pressing their daughter's hair. I remember so many men in our community being against that stuff. Like I remember my neighbor, she used to like perm her daughter's hair, but she used to press her daughter's hair. And you know when you put that pressing comb in your hair, it's hot. So you hear the kids and them like crying, that hurts. Or sometimes they get burned on their ears. No man in my community was happy with that. No man enjoyed that hair, that hair doing. Most of the women in my community, they always have some fight with their husbands or some kind of thing when they're doing that stuff to their daughter's hair. You know what I'm saying? So from I growing up as a young child, I didn't know any man who was happy with that kind of behavior. All I remember is man saying, why do you have to do that to her hair? You don't see you're hurting the girl here. And of course, the woman is going to be arguing and fighting and carrying on while the husband say, don't do that kind of stuff. So that's what I remember in my community and in the area that I live. I don't remember my uncles or any one of them being happy about that. Neither my dad. My dad never said, well, yes, do it. No, my dad doesn't like that kind of stuff either. So does men like natural hair? Yes, men do like your natural hair. And I think we as women need to understand that. We need to understand our men does not like this fake hair. And if you want to get mad, it's fine. I think we need to listen to the black man perspective. Because like I said, a man is going to go out of his race and be with somebody else if he's not happy with the person that he is in. Are you going to breed somebody if you're not happy with them? Be real. We blame the black man. Oh, the black man is going to marry palm-colored woman. Oh, the black man is going to marry Asian woman. But what are you doing that the black man is not marrying you? And that hair thing is a big, big thing. And black women, wake up, guys. Wake up. You guys are beautiful. You guys are amazing. Like your hair on your hair is so versatile. You can do so much stuff with your hair, but you don't have to alter your hair permanently. You don't have to do that stuff. And in our community, some of our own black women are our own worst enemy. Look at me with my beautiful locks on my head. You know what a black woman told me the other day? She says, how do you keep that stuff on your head? Huh? I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. I'm saying, are you serious? I look at her. I'm saying, are you serious? And this woman, her hair is shaved like a man. Her head is almost bald. And she's looking at my beautiful black hair, locks, which grows out of my head, which is all natural. And she's saying, how do you keep that stuff on your head? Washing it, I could never keep that stuff on my head. So rude, so And these are the people that you have to pay attention to, because you don't want any of these people around your children, because that is the same thing they're gonna say. Why are you putting in your hair? Why are you doing this hair? Are you gonna do something to this hair? You know, like that kind of stuff. And I remember my friend telling me, like, somebody told her, what are you gonna do with this hair? And the girl is like, I'm not doing anything to my hair. My hair is just fine. That hair need a perm. Like, guys, like, come on. We need to do better in our community. We need to do better with ourselves. Your hair grows naturally out of your head. You should leave it like that. We have to teach each other how to take care of our hair. We have to listen to the perspective of our men and make sure that our hair is natural so that they want to be with us. Stop the fakeness, guys. Honestly, stop the fakeness and stop complaining that your black man is not marrying you. Stop complaining that, oh, black man is not attracted to you, da da da. If you stop all this fakeness, I'm quite sure many of you would be married by now, happily having 5, 6 kids, which you want. And don't tell me you don't want kids, because there's a lot of you out there who would like to be married like right now. You understand? Let me tell you another story. I was at the thrift store shopping for some skirts. Something is just tickling my nose, some kind of something. But anyways, I was at the thrift store shopping for some skirts. And it was like early in the morning, 9:30. And it was like four people in the store. While I was there, this tall, handsome black man came in. My phone is ringing. This tall, handsome black man came in. Drop dead gorgeous. Now, I didn't see that man, okay? I only hear his voice. It's like, hello, young lady. I looked up and I'm like, oh, yes. One of ours. And he had 2 shirts holding up and he said, which one should I choose? This one or that one? And I was like, listen, our black men are handsome. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Could you not like black men? Are you like losing it or something? I was like, oh. It took me a second before that. So I was like, this one. No. If I was single, yeah, we'd have a conversation and you know what I'm saying, you know? But anyways, I told him the one that I like. And he says, yeah, I kind of like that one too. And then he said, I saw you from when I was coming through the door. He started talking to me. I saw you from when I was coming through the door. And I saw your hair. And I saw you had your nice skirt and your top. And he said to me, and I said to myself, this black woman who is in there, he said, this beautiful black woman in there, I know she's taken. A woman like that can never not be married or taken. But anyways, I need an opinion for the shirt. So I'm going to go and ask her my opinion. That's what he told me. He said to himself. All right? And we start talking in the thrift store and he started looking for stuff. And I keep telling him, oh, that look nice, whatever. I'm with a really nice condition in the store. You know, I told him I was married. And he said, yeah, I know. I knew you were married. Like there's no way you were not married. You know what I'm saying? And then we started talking about women's hair. And he had locks too. He had longer locks than mine. Long locks. And we started talking in the store. And he was really complaining. He was saying, you know, man, I wish I had like a nice woman. And, you know, I wish I could find a girl, you know. But those girls, they have fake eyelashes. They have fake everything. Everything is so fake. And he says, me, I don't like any fakeness. You know, I want a real woman. I want a woman who loves her natural self. And I'm saying, so I said, how long you been together? How long you never been with, like, how long you single? He's like, years. Guys, girls. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. I said guys instead of, I said guys. I mean to say girls, women, ladies. There's some drop dead handsome guys out there looking for natural. Let me tell you, see, I'm telling you guys, if I wasn't taken, I would have been taken that day. Eh? Yes. Go on now, bye. You understand? But sorry, I'm already married and I have a husband. You understand? So you guys are complaining that there's that no men out there. What's wrong with you people? Huh? There are a lot of men out there, but you guys are too faked up. You understand? cake makeup, fake hair, and even the makeup. Some of the men sometimes they don't mind the makeup too much because maybe you can put on less makeup, a little bit of lipstick, a little bit. But the hair, most men they just can't take the hair. The hair really turns them out because you have to put something on your head. Oh, don't touch the head. Mind the hair. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. You understand? So yeah, and I was having a nice conversation with this man in the store. I gave him my number. I gave him my husband's number. And I tell him to call us. We can, we can hang out because we have many people at our house. I said maybe he can hang out with my friends and maybe, yeah, they can get married or something like that. But there are men out there, but it's you guys. You guys are just like, stop the fakeness, Like, I love my natural hair. Like, I'll never cut my hair or do anything to my hair. And I don't care what anybody say. And this is my natural hair that grows out of my head. And I love it. And that is what it's going to be. So, in our Black community, let us do better. All right? Let us do better in our Black communities. Let us love our hair. Let us love ourselves. Ladies, please listen to the perspective of men out there when it comes to natural hair. Let's pay attention to what they have to say. All right? Because their word counts. If you want a strapping Black man, a good Black man, you know what I'm talking about, right? A man who would love you and take care of you and treat you the way that you want to be treated, start making some changes. Start making some changes, all right? And that hair thing is a problem. God give you hair on top of your head. He knows what type of hair you should need. You don't need those wigs. You honestly don't need them. Learn to take care of your hair. And if you have daughters, throw the wigs out of the house. Because you're telling your daughter that her hair is not beautiful, her hair is not nice. And then when she grows up, she's going to do the same thing that you're doing. And then perpetuating that continuous cycle among ourselves or people in our generation. All right? So, give yourself, the rest of your generation and your community a chance. We talk about black culture. We talk about Black power. But that hair on top of your head is power. That hair on top of your head is the beginning of things. So if you start with your hair, that's a great change. That will start a great movement in our community. Your hair is a natural thing. It's a natural thing that grows out of your head. Learn to accept your hair. Wash your hair, put some hair lotion in your hair or hair grease or whatever, and rock your hair. Do not let society tell you that your hair is not ugly. During slavery, we had to cover our head. You understand? But now, we don't have to do that. So rock your hair and be the person that you are, because that wig on top of your head is not you. And that wig does not look good. So if you're there and you're complaining that you don't get a Black man because you want one, maybe you should make some changes. All right? So guys, Fatima, thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you, girl. Shalom. Everybody else who is in the live, let me see who else is in the live. Daisies, thank you for coming to the live. I appreciate you. And all of you who was in the live and left, who didn't comment, I saw you guys. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope this message is going to be of value to you. And I hope you pass this message on to your friends and your family, because you really need to hear that in the Black community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure that the men who are listening to what I'm saying, they won't disagree with me. I think they would all agree with me, because come on, guys. Come on. Let's give power to the natural hair. All right? I mean, you can do braids, you can do all kind of stuff. Man, your hair is so beautiful. Your hair is so nice and lovely. Like, stop the unnaturalness. Okay, guys? So, thanks for watching. I love you guys very much. And I'll see you in the next live. Bye. Tara, how can I help you?